Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're tackling one of the most, let's say, enduring and definitely polarizing figures in boxing right now, Derek Chisora. WAR. His career, it just seems to break all the rules, doesn't it? Longevity, logic, everything.
It really does. And that defiance, that's why we're diving in now, especially for you listening. Because, look, Chisora's 41.
41.
He's got 49 pro fights under his belt, 36 wins, 13 losses. And he's been very clear. He wants fight number 50, and then he's calling it a day.
The 50-fight countdown,
Yeah.
It's on. So, yeah, we're going to unpack this pretty chaotic career. We'll look at what that war style really means. And this recent comeback, the resurgence, it's kind of silenced a lot of people, hasn't it?
It really has.
And we need to figure out what's going on with this final fight, December 13th, 2025. But who's he fighting? It's all a bit mysterious right now.
Okay, right. Let's go back. Where did this all start? This relentless guy, he's Zimbabwean British, born in Mayor, Zimbabwe back in '83.
Right, but didn't come to the UK until later.
Yeah, moved to Finchley, London in '99. He was 16 then.
And the boxing start, that always gets me. He started late, didn't he?
Really late for a top pro, age 19. At Finchley ABC, the famous gym.
19. For a heavyweight especially, you'd think that's a massive disadvantage. You know, years of development missed.
Absolutely, which, honestly, just highlights his raw talent, his grit. I mean, he caught up incredibly fast.
Okay, so how fast?
Well, despite starting late, 2006 rolls around, he wins the ABA super heavyweight title, beat Tom Dallas in the final.
Okay.
And, get this, same year, gold medal, Four Nations Championships. So, boom, straight into the pros off that success.
Debuted 2007. And by September 2010, what was he? 14-0.
Perfect record, yeah.
Yeah.
14 wins, no losses.
Yeah.
And that obviously led to titles, British, Commonwealth, European, good regional success.
But that's the thing, isn't it? The central kind of story of his career. Huge ambition, but never quite the world title. He challenged for the WBC belt twice?
Twice, yeah. Vitali Klitschko in 2012, then Tyson Fury, much later in 2022. Never got over the line for that world championship.
And you feel that hunger, even now at 41, is still sort of driving this final push, this 50th fight.
It has to be, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the style itself, though. War. Because, I mean, you don't hang around for 17 years fighting the guys he's fought just by being tough. There's a method there.
Okay, break it down. What is the war style?
It's pure pressure. Relentless, heavy volume. Chisora is often, giving away height and reach against the top guys.
Yeah, shorter, slower sometimes.
Exactly. So his whole game is closing that gap now. Cut off the ring, make them fight your fight in close, make it ugly, physical. Every clinch, every moment on the ropes is exhausting for the other guy. That's the plan.
And technically, he's got weapons, too, right? It's not just brawling. The sources always mention those overhand rights, the compact hooks.
Oh, yeah. Delivered with real thump, real precision inside. But the thing is, his biggest weapon, it's not something you can teach.
The chin. The mentality.
Both. That mental fortitude. We've seen him take shots from absolute monsters, guys who knock everyone else out. Yeah. And he just keeps coming.
He does. He just walks through it.
And that makes him a nightmare. You might have to knock him down multiple times, really hurt him just to get a decision. Fans love that, even with the losses. He competes. Always.
That competitive fire, though, sometimes spilled over, didn't it? The chaos outside the ring, it almost became part of the brand, cemented that image.
Yeah.
You got to talk about 2012.
Oh, 2012. The build-up to Vitali in Munich. I mean, legendary chaos.
The weigh-in slap.
Walks up, slaps Vitali Klitschko right across the face. Then, moments before the first bell.
Spits water at Latimer.
Yeah, at Vitali's brother. Just pure hostility. Mind games, maybe, but just wild.
And then it didn't even end there. The post-fight press conference. The brawl with David Haye.
Infamous. That led to his license being pulled by the British board. Temporarily, anyway. It was, a defining period of just absolute mayhem.
But then the twist. And this tells you so much about boxing, doesn't it?
The Haye twist, yeah. Haye knocks him out brutally in 2012. Fast forward to 2018.
Haye is his manager.
Mind-blowing, right? But purely business. Haye helped with the WAR rebrand, focused the narrative on fighting spirit, helped him navigate things, shows you how money and, well, opportunity can smooth over pretty much any history in the sport.
It really does. And it speaks to Chisora's own ability to, just move on, adapt. Because that adaptability, that endurance, that's what's fueled this late run, surely.
Absolutely. Let's talk about this resurgence. Because, honestly, a few years back, who saw this coming?
Nobody.
He's one fight from 50, and he's arguably in some of his best form for years. It sort of kicked off properly July 2022 the Pulev rematch.
Right, split decision win, grueling fight.
Exactly. Showed he could still gut out a 12-round war against a tough, durable guy.
Then the Gerald Washington fight, August 23. I remember reading he looked more disciplined, worked the body better, unanimous decision. Was that just him getting better physically, or was that 50-fight goal focusing him?
Good question. Probably a bit of both. The war identity needs wins.
Yeah.
And the wins started getting bigger. The real shock, the one that properly relaunched him.
Had to be Joe Joyce, July 2024.
Oh, yeah. Joyce was meant to walk through him. Everyone thought that.
And Chisora wins, unanimous decision, drops him in the 9th. That wasn't just beating an old name. That was taking out an active, dangerous contender.
Huge upset. And that set up the most recent one, February 2025, Otto Wallen. Another tough fight.
Unanimous decision again, right? Dropped Wallen twice.
Yep. Knockdowns in the 9th and the 12th really sealed it. And that Wallen win, that's the crucial bit for understanding where he is now.
Why? Because of the rankings.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That win vaulted him up to number 2 in the IBF rankings worldwide.
Yeah.
I mean, think about that. All the people telling him to retire years ago.
Yeah.
He's defied every single one of them, delivering these performances deep, deep into his career.
So, okay. Number 2 with the IBF. Final fight planned, December 13th, 2025, Manchester Co-op Live Arena. Frank Warren promoting. Sounds set, but the opponent. A bit of a mess, apparently.
Yeah, Frank Warren basically confirmed it recently. They had someone lined up, but quoting him, that fighter is no longer available.
Which means what in boxing talk? Fell through. Money issues.
Could be anything. Warren says he's having to fish around and hunt for a new one. That usually means tough negotiations, people asking for silly money, or just flat out refusing.
And he's ruled out some big names.
Yeah, said Deontay Wilder isn't happening, not in his plans. Daniel Dubois is injured, so he's out.
Okay, and there's other context here too, right? With the promotion, he's sharing the card with that young heavyweight prospect, Moses Atoma.
Yes, Atoma. 13-0, 11 KOs. Kids ranked top 5 by basically everyone already. Queensberry are high on him.
But they're struggling to get him opponents, too.
Apparently so. Warren mentioned fighters are either turning Atoma down flat or asking for, his words, crazy money. So there's this general difficulty in securing willing high-level heavyweights right now for Queensberry. That affects Chisora's situation, too.
Which brings us back to that IBF ranking. Is the difficulty finding Chisora an opponent just about the money, or is it because that number 2 spot is actually really valuable now? Like, a world title shot is on the line.
I think it's definitely both. That IBF Tag 2 ranking is gold dust. Frank Warren's been clear. The winner of this final Chisora fight could well be looking at a mandatory shot down the road.
Wow. So it's not just a farewell fight.
Not at all.
Yeah.
It's transformed from a retirement party into a high-stakes eliminator, basically.
Yeah.
So the opponent needs to be, credible enough to justify that ranking opportunity, but also maybe hungry enough or willing enough to take the risk against War in his last stand. High risk, potentially very high reward.
What a career arc, though. Seriously. 17 years. Fought Klitschko, Haye, Fury, Usyk. Every top guy of his era, pretty much. And now, at 41, he's still right there, fighting for position, stubbornly refusing to just fade away like everyone told him to.
Yeah, his legacy. It's not going to be about the belt he didn't quite win, is it? It's going to be about that defiance. Just sheer, relentless perseverance.
The willingness to fight anyone.
Anyone, anywhere, anytime. That's what people will remember. That cemented his place more than any title could have, I think. Derek Chisora.
War!
So, final thought then, for you listening. Given all that history, all the chaos, inside the ring, outside the ring, and now these huge stakes with the IBF ranking, what kind of opponent, what kind of crazy memorable fighter would actually fit the War persona for fight number 50? That's something to chew on while we wait for the announcement.
We hope you are enjoying our podcast. If you'd like to help us continue to provide you quality content, we would welcome your generosity. In the comments section, we have a link to make a donation. Every £1 we receive will help us bring you dynamic and reliable sporting content. Thank you in advance for making the effort for us. £1 in isolation is very little, but every pound added together adds up to a substantial contribution to us. So don't be shy, click the link and donate £1 today. Thank you for your support. Now back to the podcast.